Yo, what's cracking, everybody? This is your boy Iceberg, and I just want to welcome you back to another episode of the Culture Rich Podcast Show, powered by Jam Hits, baby. And today, I got a new guest, my homeboy of 30 years. You know, we're reaching 30 years. My boy Dusty, a.k.a. CloseRange.
What's up?
Up top, what's good, brother?
What's good, my brother?
Shit, man, how you been, boss?
I've been good, brother. How you been?
I'm good, bro. I'm back home. It's a beautiful thing to be back home, back in Cali.
That's right, bro. It's good to have you back.
Thank you, man. I was gone for a couple years. You know, it was a beautiful situation out there, but you know, I got all my family out here.
Right.
And situations and new blessings and situations going on right now. So it's all in God's hands, homie.
That's right. We missed you when you were gone, brother.
Thank you, brother, and missed you guys as well, man. Miss you as well, and nephew.
Right.
Thor.
I was gonna say.
Shout out to my nephew Thor right there, because we know you're gonna be watching this one.
That's right. He's like, Pops, if you and Uncle didn't mention my name, I'm gonna be pissed, man. So,
yeah, man, we got him. Give him his props, but. Yeah, man. What you been on, G? What you been up to?
Just staying busy, brother. You know, stepped away from the music for a while. You know, especially like when I moved up the hill.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up the same place you did. You know, not the same hood, but San Gabriel Valley. Moved up to the high desert, and lo and behold, I get a call. Hey, man. Your brother lives up there, you know? I'm like, what? You know, so I'm getting on there looking for you all over the place. And, you know, linked up, and we started doing music again and hanging out.
And we came together like butt cheeks.
You know, like we never left, bro.
Yes, sir. No, that's how it is, man. Having your loved ones, your brothers, and your real brothers, bro. It's like, you know, even though you're gone for some time, homie, it seems like I saw you last week.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You just pick up where you left off, bro.
But that's genuine love, bro. That's how you know. That's how you know that real. You know what I mean? And man, I appreciate you though, bro, because you're a true family, homie, and it's definitely good to see you and to have you here, bro, as a guest.
Most
and,
definitely.
Know, something that's growing and you know, my compadre Mike, you know, man in the background, you know, he supplied a vision and we fed it, you know.
Right.
Much love to my boy Santi, got you know, went in on the cameras and we started building this, you know what I'm saying? And it's on its way, bro. We're you know, we birthed it and we're building this network, bro, and it's a beautiful situation. I'm glad you're here.
Well, you called me when it was still in the dream stage.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about it. And we always link up with each other. You know, what are you getting into? What are we gonna do? Because we're always a part of everything. You know, it's even back in the day when we were doing something in the studio. You know, hey, you want to come drop a verse? Hey, you want to come co-produce? It was just that's what true teammates do.
That's what it is.
You're
homie.
there for each other. You know,
We Voltron.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, brother.
I'm the groin. No. No. But yeah, bro, that's dope, and we stay connected, homie. You know what I'm saying? And we've stayed connected through. You know, I know we lost a little time here and there, but shit, we're older now, we're wiser now.
Exactly.
We're still in the game. That's what I like. You're still in the game,
right.
So you know you're making beats.
Hip hop never leaves, brother.
It's not.
It's like you know, like your show, culture, brother. It's not a fad.
It's a piece of you.
It's a piece of me. It's something that we live.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like, you know, it's funny too, man, because I think you said it to me. Yeah. It was once you become a writer, once you become involved in music, hip hop, I don't care if you're an R&B singer, if you are an opera singer, once you become a true artist and you start writing, producing, you get that critical ear.
Yeah.
And music is never the same for you no more.
Yeah.
And it's a good and it's a bad thing, because there could be artists that I grew up listening to and I'm like, damn, I love this song. Yeah. And then once I became an artist and writing, that song sounded completely different to me. You know, lyrical, or you start picking somebody else's music apart.
Yeah.
Not because you know you're not
You're
doing
just a critic. Well, you're a natural critic, but now you know, because that's a craft you're in now, and you're like, even if you surpass that artist,
right? You're picking up on their mistakes.
Yep. Yep.
Or something you would have said it a little bit different.
Some people's game don't elevate though.
Right.
It's like you can go away for 5 years and homie's still the same. Or what are you doing? There ain't no progression.
Right.
And that's a part of mastering your craft, and we talk about that a lot.
Exactly.
You got to become a master of your craft, bro. It says it in the Bible, be a master of your craft.
Right.
Become a master of your craft and take, you got to take, it's not good to be, God don't like when you're prideful.
Right.
And you brag and boast, but it's good to have pride in yourself and what you do and the gift that you've been given. So what do you got to do? You got to be a master of the craft that he's given you.
Absolutely.
And eventually that'll become the tongues of fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
When we get to that
Right.
mature level of finding God fully.
That's what I tell my son.
Yeah.
You got to do your homework, man.
Yeah.
You don't sit here and complain about, my lyrics are this, my lyrics are that. It's like, dude, ever since he was a little boy, like, I want to write.
Yeah.
Every week I would go in there, here's a Black Moon CD.
Yeah.
Listen to track number 3. Write a song to it.
Some homework. Like School of Rock.
Here's Rakim the next week. Listen to this, man. Write a verse to any beat, because that's how I learned. We couldn't afford the studio, so we were listening to other MCs and writing over their beats.
Yeah.
In your head.
Yeah.
You did the whole record thing where you would get 1 or 2 bars, and you would stop it, and loop it on your cassette, and stop it, and loop it on your cassette.
This generation knows nothing about that, homie.
They got it way too easy, brother. Way too
Now it's loop, 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 loop.
No, they just pull out their phone.
Duplicate.
Pull out their phone. It's like, I like that beat. I like that beat. I like that. Nah,
They make
man.
something this small, this long on their computer.
We had
cassette.
That's actually how we met. It would be my one homeboy would call me, hey, man, I know this cat got a 4-track.
Yeah.
I know this one cat's got tables. Let's go over here. And then I go to my boy's crib. We go to Berg's. Hey, man, I got some tables. What's up, dog? Nice to meet you. Hey, my one homeboy over here got a drum machine. Yeah. Let's link up.
Had to piece it together, bro.
And that's how I met, Cypress and a lot of different artists that would come up to the studio while we were recording our own shit.
Yeah.
And you meet a lot of cool dudes,
Yeah.
They're doing the same hustle, because we didn't have the phone. It was word of mouth.
Yep.
Making phone calls.
Yep.
The old phone calls with the off the wall phone calls.
My daughter actually saw a phone, a land phone, for the first time when we went to my pops, my step pops Elias. We went to his house for some dinner, and he had one connected to the wall still. He has a landline. And
Was it the rotary style?
Yes. And my daughter goes, Dad, is this really what it is? I said, that is a phone. I said, you don't know. Look at it. She went, she said, I would die if I had to dial 911, 9. And
wait on it.
Yeah. I said, she's like, do you really have to each one? I said, yeah, dial your phone number. And, she's like, oh man, this is some, like the kids on this is some Stone Age shiznit.
This is Stone Age shiznit. They can't work the can openers. And they would have issues back then, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm out shit. We come from that era.
Absolutely.
The struggle era.
Well, that's how we, and everything that we did was word of mouth, just like you and Gmo were talking the other day about Bass Heavy.
Yeah.
And BMG. And it was every place that we went to, it was word of mouth.
Yeah.
I met Gmo in high school.
Yeah.
We've been friends since we were in not 8th grade, 9th grade.
Yeah.
First time I met him, we were in football camp over the summer. Yeah. And, gearing up to go to high school.
That's right. And props, shout out to Gmo, the homie Gmo.
My brother Gmo, what's up, brother?
30 years.
30 years, 35 years or so. Actually, I put out my first album before I even was out of high school.
Okay.
We used to shop our music. We'd be up in his original lab that you've been to with the Tascam 8-track, and everything was on cassette. And we used to go up to Street Knowledge Records on the weekends.
Yeah.
And meet with Ice Cube and be like, hey, man, can you listen to this track and listen to this track? You want to buy this beat? You want shopping beats, brother?
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the days, and it was out the trunk. It was out the trunk, word of mouth or flyer. There was no computers, it was none of that.
If you were blessed to get an appointment with Cube,
Yeah.
To be able to sit in the office with him and be like, could you listen to this tape?
Well, that's the beautiful thing. When we were growing up as youngsters, we were around that circle, homie, because, you know, we had We had Frost, you know what I mean? Which that whole Latin Alliance movement started in Montebello Pico area and all that.
Right.
I went to school with Zulu Gremlin and Lyrical G and a lot of the homies from back in them days, and that whole movement started like in my high school, bro.
I hit up Frost on IG,
Yeah.
and I was like, brother, do you remember the night he was in one studio? It was like Studio A, and you were in Studio B.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if Gmo.
That was Carlito's Records back in the day. It was out in the building.
Yes,
it was Carlito's
brother.
Records.
And I didn't know if Gmo had produced both tracks.
Yeah.
But I remember bouncing around from the one Studio A back to Studio B. And I'm like,
That's a trip.
I'm in here with Berg. Let's go over and check out Frost stuff. And you know,
Yeah.
that's what it was, brother. It's like people on the outside would be like, oh, these dudes are worn.
No,
These cats are, and little do they know, that's like MC8 and DJ Quick in the same building. They're just on opposite sides doing their thing, you know.
We had that blessing though to be around, you know,
To be
our
able-
homies, to be able to be there, like, you know, and much love to my homeboy ringleader DJ Ace. You know what I'm saying? He's producer for Ice-T for many years,
Right.
And Rhyme Syndicate, and when myself and my homeboy Bandit, we were growing up, bro. Ace had us around there. He's from, like I said, Rhyme Poetic Mafia, the homie Gel, much love.
Right.
They're my OGs, bro. That, you know, Ace is a couple years older than me, but man, I give that man credit. He's DJing right now for Trenier, and they hit the road, but he's producing a new Ice-T project, and he did South Central Cartel and all that good shit, and much love to my boy Ace, man. But yeah, he had us around. We were always at the Crack House up at Ice-T's spot,
Right.
and we were working there for some time, man, and it was a blessing to be. You know, we were invited to syndicate meetings right there at, you know, right down the bottom of the Crack House on Hollywood Boulevard, bro. We pull up to one of them hotels. I mean the big, you know, nice ones, bro, and be in the banquet room and have syndicate meetings with everybody. Toddy T, Everlast.
Dude, Ice-T was
Ice-T.
probably one of the nicest human beings I've ever met.
Oh,
in my
cool,
life.
bro. He's a "What's up, big man?" He
Yeah.
wouldn't call me Iceberg, but he called me Big Man.
Right,
And we'd
right.
be playing $20 a game on NBA Jam Tournament Edition because he had the full video games in
Right.
there in the Crack House. I remember the Sharks, the Tanks, and it was it was memories, good memories, bro. But rubbing elbows and being able to have the homies, the OGs. You know, because I see a lot of these cats still, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? You know, what's up, homie?" And that's a beautiful thing because you
Right.
know, you weren't just that 2 seconds of their life. They acknowledged you as homies, brothers. You broke
Right,
bread.
right.
We went upstairs. We ate fucking pizza, bomb sandwiches, and fat kid shit. You know what I mean? Me and my boy Bandit were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre on a big screen that dropped in front of Ice-T's window, and you see all of Hollywood and LA, everything out there, bro.
Yeah.
Down to, just beautiful, scenic, bro. And then we go
Right.
to the top of Ice's, and it's just good memories, bro. And I owe a lot of that, like I said, to my boy Ace for keeping us around that and
Right.
and teaching us, because I learned a lot from Ace.
You know what's funny, man? We just talked about it today about I used to kick it with Ice at Peppers.
Yeah, Peppers.
It used to be the Red Onion back in the day.
Red Onion. That was right there on the 605 and the 60.
Right on the top of the freeway. You could always see it right
Wow, Peppers. I don't know if Santi, if you know, but Peppers is old school club out in the SGV area.
there. It was a spot.
It was the spot.
It was like Quiet Cannons,
Yeah.
Peppers. You had your select, little
going to-
places we would roll.
I'm going to Peppers or
And I-
Illuminatius.
and the-
Illuminatius, Quiet Cannon, or
Illuminatius,
Peppers.
Yep. And the funny thing about it was, I didn't know Ice at the time through music
Yeah.
studios. I ran across him a few times at certain studios, but I'm not one of those guys that's just, I will walk up and give you my respect, like, "Hey, Ice, how you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm a fan, like, I dig your stuff. And I walked in, and he looked at me like he knew me.
Yeah.
So I just walked up like, "Hey, what's up?"
He thought you were Everlast. No.
Hey, I told him that was the funny part of the story, dog. Like, I wasn't hating on Everlast, but I was like, "Hey, man, he left Rhyme Syndicate, right? Like, you should have signed me, dog. You should have signed Drop Dead, Close Range." And he started laughing. So we kicked it, and then the next week, man, I see that Prowler sitting in front with the Pimpin' Ain't Easy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ice is here
is
again.
here.
And I walk in, and he's got the one side of the club roped off, and he sees me, and he's like, You know, and I'm like, damn, all right, that's what's
He
up.
said House of Pain. No.
So my homeboy follows me and he's like, nah, not you, just him. You know, my boy's like, shit. He walked back out, you know, but nah, he was just a genuine dude. Like we'd sit there and chop it up like me and you do.
Hey, he's very humble.
And that's why I brought Ice up, is because there's a new artist that I've been feeling. Like, you know, I hear you and G and your other guests that you've had on here talk about not really being into the younger generation, not a lot of stuff that you guys have listened to. I myself have shut the radio off for a while, you know.
Yeah.
But Ice, I don't know if Ice brought him out, but a new artist, I'm sure you heard of him, Fetty DeMarco.
Yep, that's who my homeboy Kai Kong.
Right.
Kai Kong is man, that's my brother, bro. I've known him for some years as well.
He dropped that Imperial Court.
Yeah.
And
more than likely,
that's the jam, dog.
More than likely, Kai Kong produced it, or Ace, ringleader DJ Ace.
You know what it is? It's that old. It actually that song has been. You, like us, you know, you do producing and rapping. You immediately know it. It was Life Is Too Short.
Yeah.
And then it was originally, well, actually, probably after Life Is Too Short was Special Ed.
Yeah.
I think it was either I Got It Made or one of those that you know.
Yeah.
And he brought that back. But I love new rappers paying homage because they're sampling our stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
but I think a lot of them, they're not really sampling it. What they're doing is they're just rapping over it.
Well,
that old one. If it's like,
Basically.
take it to the next level, bro. Throw some different shit on it.
Exactly.
Different claps,
Exactly.
you know, innovate. You know,
Exactly.
like we were saying, you know, we're producers, we're not reducers.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know we like to sample and stuff like that, but that sample's not gonna sound like the whole song, like we just played the whole song.
Because we're gonna incorporate that heavy bass line over it. We're gonna incorporate the wah-wah in between, going in between 1 and 2 bars. We'll switch up the drum. You're not doing that repetitive sample of that 1 2 3 1 2 3. You'll kick it 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 2, and then you'll break it down to 1 1 2 1 1 2. You know, keep it to where it's not repetitive.
Yeah.
You
Yep. You gotta switch it up, man. Like one of my boys, my boy Breeze, he's a sample monster.
Right.
You get that fool on Reason, homie, and give him a song. He'll have the piece at the beginning, or my boy Kai Kong. These guys can sample,
Right.
but they don't. They'll play it and then slow it down with the verify and then go into their version.
Right.
And replay everything.
That's what
and
I
then
do.
have that in the hook.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
it.
I love the crates, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Anytime I go like out to Redlands, they got this dope ass shop in downtown, and it's an old like antique store, and you can go upstairs at this place, and the whole 3rd level is nothing but wax.
Well, I think we got to go there today since we're down the hill.
Let's roll.
You know,
Let's
we gotta
roll.
do that after the show.
I found some gems. The only thing that messed with me, man, I was up there digging through some crates, and I hear boop, and something fell on the floor, you know. So, whatever, dog. I talked to the lady. Oh yeah, this place has been haunted for years. And I'm like,
shit!
I'm gonna take my shit and get out. Like,
And you're talking paranormal shit. And actually, what we're doing today is kind of trippy because today is the day of the eclipse. So while everybody's out there right now freaking out on it getting dark, we're in here working right now. You know what I'm saying? And we're doing 4 shows today because we keep it pushing no matter what.
That was the joke.
Zombie apocalypse.
It took the eclipse to bring CloseRange back out of the shit, back into the studio.
Right, Kevin? That's dedication, homie.
Right,
you know,
brother.
right now we've been getting ready, but hey, you know.
I don't do a lot of shows, but you know, you're my brother, and
Right.
I'm down. Like I said, we are on the team. You know, my producers. I produce. I like my stuff like different.
Yeah.
I am more of a boom bap MC, more of a Wu-Tang rapper.
But you're versatile. You're like we're similar. We come from that era.
We are lyricists, and we take it very seriously. And
we're MCs, not rappers.
Exactly.
That's what it is. And there is a difference.
And you know close friends, like I went to Universal City Walk last year for me and my girls' birthdays are like 4 days apart. We're both Gemini. And Common Sense was out recording that Good Day LA segment, at Universal City Walk, how they would record it live out in front.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. I wasn't being an arrogant asshole, like I'm gonna step up and overstep people waiting.
Yeah.
But apparently there was like 700 people waiting to meet Common, and I'm just walking in shorts and a t-shirt, and I look over and he's doing an interview, and I'm like, and I ain't seen him since Smoking Goose Fest when we performed, with Cube and Erykah Badu, and that was like, hell, I'm so old, brother. That was like probably like Smoking Goose 2 or 3, when I got my second record deal. And he walked right up and gave me a hug and a dap, and he's like, bro, remember Smoking Grooves with KRS-One, and we were backstage. I was kicking it all night with lead singer of the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
My boy came. By that time he came, I was so drunk, I was on a couch on a love seat, sitting between Erykah Badu and Cube, just like,
Yeah.
but he's like, you crazy ass motherfucker. You just make yourself, because you fit in where you're at, brother. You're comfortable with these people. You're not starstruck. You're just one of them, man. They're human.
I call it gelling. You're gelling in with
bro.
people. You know what I'm saying?
They're good people.
Yeah. Well, that's that aura, homie. We all carry that aura. We surround ourselves with people like ourselves.
They're not on the clock. Yeah. They're in the back in their element with other people that do the same kind of work.
Comfort zone.
And not being bombarded by fans, And me being a fan, was also cool, because you could sit there and be like, do you remember when, this and that? And do you remember this?
But how do we got to play it out? What do we always say? I don't ride nobody's dick. Well,
Exactly.
But hey, at the same time, you're trying to be humble.
You're trying to be humble.
And not be all fan and starstruck.
You're not a fanboy.
But you're a fan, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But you're like, being all hard.
Hey, man, when I was in Smoking Grooves, too, my homeboys knew I was a big Chris fan.
Yeah.
KRS, man, that was like, growing up. BDP, and my boy Daru knew him.
Yeah.
And my other boy Twist from the Bronx. What's up, Twist? Yeah. Casey Lee, he's an actor now. Always been an actor. He was in White Chicks, and that was my rap partner.
Okay.
And just I'm sitting there, and my boy Daru just dropped his album through Drop Zone, and we were all celebrating up there. Smoking Grooves is kind of like a celebration of it, and then a coming of my album being worked on with my buddy Ellen J. Or not Ellen J, it was Scott Mayo Productions.
Okay, yeah.
And, he walked up behind me, and I turned around, and he just picked me up and hugged me. He was like, Close Range, like, what's up? And I'm just looking at him like, dude, that's KRS, bro. Like, some of them you just can't help it.
Yeah.
They're...
No, he's an icon, homie.
The grandfather, the father of hip-hop, There's very, very, very...
legends, bro. Real legends.
A lot of debates on who's this and who started this. And
people got to understand, homie, that those are the OGs, bro. Those are the pioneers, homie.
Exactly.
You got KRS-One. He's a classic, bro. I never been on, like I said, me, homie, no color lines ever, and I've never been on no East Coast, West Coast beef.
Right.
Music, I love hip hop, homie. And like they say, I eat it, sleep it, shit it, fart it, and fuck it, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And and it's real. It's a love, bro. 1988, I started, spitting. We grew up in Pico Rivera. My boy Bandit started rapping first. I was beatboxing. I was a DJ first. I beatboxed in junior high. Me and him, we used to battle each other and pop at the dances in junior high. We got to high school. Party Crews came out. He was with Modern Perfection. He got me into Lethal Weapon with my little homie Carlos, and he's like, look, they're a party crew. They popping, bro. They're on every flyer. They're doing parties. Their parties are packed. And back then it was about party crews.
Right.
And they need an MC, and he was already the MC for Modern Perfection. The homie Gus, rest in peace. But anyway, my boy Bandit, he's put me on, and I said, all right, homie. So I started rapping. Iceberg, boom, came out. And it was just a trip back in them days,
Dude, we were probably at the same parties.
No, we were, because we were on every
everything
flyer
in San Gabriel
out there,
Valley
bro.
to LA. It was Hell's Rebels, Azusa. We had which we just had a reunion a couple years ago for the Mafia staff.
Yeah.
Azusa Mafia staff.
Corona Boys, DJ Bebop, Phantom G.
JBIB, just because I'm brown. We would do all the party flyers. You remember back in the day where they would tell you, all right, drive over to Azusa Avenue in Citrus. There's a dude on the phone.
With the location.
You get a piece of paper.
Yep.
And it'd be a third location. Yep. And then the next thing you know, man, you started in West Covina and you wound up in like LA or Hollywood or...
If you wanted to be there, you'll go from section 1 to section 2 and then get that next flyer that gives you the true address. That
right. And you might get there and there may be, you know, a pretty high up artist. You know, a lot of times they would pay, you know, somebody like Too Short or somebody to do these backyard parties, but man, they were
underground parties.
The underground parties were making hundreds of thousands of dollars off. I mean, hell, we didn't have nothing.
But like we said,
$5-10 to get in.
We come from that dope era because those were the good days, bro. Yep. That's when stuff like that was popping. Yeah, battle. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was getting at. I come from the backyard party created time, where we used to battle rap, Scribble and Candyman and Bebop. They were called 3-2-1. Then there was me, my homeboy Bandit, and Phantom G. And we would go and we were rapping to Pay Your Dues by Dub C.
Oh yeah, me too.
Low profile. And
there we go.
Yeah, but we were spitting our shit and fools were tripping because we were battling to that kind of. We had some dope ass records. We used to take our little stack and be backyard party rapping, homie. And that's where we come from, is the battle rap era. That's what I'm saying. That now some of the new school, which I love, you know, everybody out there, I don't hate on nobody's music. I give everybody a chance, a shot, and I listen, bro. And I love where it's at right now. I mean, some stuff's lost, like the little Nas shit, you know, and all that kind of corny, you know, that's why I said there's MCs, then there's rappers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but we come from that era, bro, like with the OGs that we gotta pay homage to. The BDP, Boogie Down Production, the Ice Cubes, you know,
and
the
not
DLCs,
not to mention all the cats that built Los Angeles hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Exhibit, Snoop, you know,
Snoop,
all the homies like you were talking to G about Eazy-E. You know, we were always in Tony G's when we were dropping
the G spot.
The G spot, dog. Yeah. That was when we pulled in here today. I'm like, wow, this has got G spot vibes.
I just like to let people know where we come from, homie, and what era we come from, because cats got to do their history on their culture.
And it wasn't easy to get into anything by any means. Like, you could not get on a mic at a backyard party if you were not recording level.
Yep. Or you
either get dissed or the shit beat out of you.
Yep.
Like dudes they didn't play, bro.
No, real shit. And that's real. You would get the shit beat out of you, because I've seen it. I've seen it happen. And at backyard parties, and me, like I said, I'm about everybody having a good time. Oh, don't break up the party. Woo-woo.
Right.
But fools used to get laid out, bro, because they'd get on there, they'd, you know, act hard like they're spitting bars. Ooh, just different situations.
They would make a mistake and start dissing people's hoods, and it's like, come on, bro, you didn't need to bring that into this. You know, you didn't need to bring it into that. Especially, you got to pay homage to the hood you're in at the time.
Yeah.
If you want to be there, or if you want to come back, like, I'm not gonna go over to my boy's house in Pico and start dissing his. You don't do that, man.
But a battle rap's a battle rap, bro.
A battle rap's a battle rap, but you better hope you're in a neutral area if you're gonna talk that kind of.
I remember there was this one dude, I forgot his name back in the days. I think it was MC Chubbs or something. He was back in the day. He's not rapping no more, but
right.
I know he gave his life to God. I forgot his name, dude, but we were battling, and I was in El Monte. I went out with a couple of my homegirls, because I used to roll with chicks sometimes, you know, and take my, you know, they were my dancers, my little entourage of homegirls, and my younger sister's homegirls, and they'd come out, and fools would get pissed off when you whip their ass in their own neighborhood in a battle rap, bro. And I remember one day, hey, a homeboy was trying to spit game to me, but I think him and his homies, they're trying to jump you.
Right.
Like, fuck, I'm their solo bolo with like 8 chicks, and you know, and there's 15 of them. Yeah,
Right.
bro, they're already, you see them grouping up. It's like, 15 motherfuckers on one dude. Why? Because you got eaten up on the mic, homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got in your feelings, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, come on, motherfuckers. But I love where we come from, homie. I love where we come from, the culture, homie. And this is culture rich. It's what we talk about.
Right.
And the whole elements of hip hop, bro. And I know too. Let them know, man. I know you do the Lolos and you do the body work on cars. You got let them know about your whip.
I've been doing that for years. I own a RV company called Underdogs RV. I was a mechanic for years at different companies, big companies, and just seeing the prices they were charging these people to, they would have their trailer or motorhome there for like a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
And I go directly to your house, and I'll fix it right there in your driveway.
So you put your own together.
Put your own, yeah.
Beat the game, homie.
I got a yard full of lowriders. My boys do hydraulics. I do paint and body. I build my own. I have a lot of old 50s style cars where I top them, chop the frames, airbag.
Multi-talented right here.
And the low side,
Yeah.
welding, painting, like I can do it all.
That's right.
I could build my own car, my own trailer, whatever, but music was always that number one.
Yeah,
we always stuck with that.
Sits in the center of the chest, homie.
The writing, the being there, I went to the studio too. My producer that did most of my work was Scott Mayo.
Yeah.
If you watch the Grammys, he was the one playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
The last song when Nas freestyled the acapella. He's actually the music director for the Grammys, the music director for The Voice, Dancing with the Stars. That's my brother, my producer.
Yeah.
I also got another producer, Sultan Mir.
Okay.
He brought me on to listening to Block McCloud, who's with Cycle Realm now.
Yeah.
He produced that track, Hair for him, and
nice. Yeah.
Dude, he's nice, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of producers that are nice. He's East Coast. He'll send me tracks, and that's what I was talking about, trying to link you guys and
well, let's get it, man.
play you some tracks for your new album and stuff. Because I got a bunch of tracks. Like, you know me, I'm a hoarder, man. It's like digging in the crates, brother. I just stockpile.
I'm like that with music, man.
That's what I do, and I got my beats and certain things I write to, but I also got beats that I'm like, yo, this one would be dope. If me and Iceberg collabed on it, or me and G, or
you can hear.
Yeah,
you can.
I can
that
hear
in that file.
Well, that's what my son asked me last night. He was like, "I noticed you and Berg, you can hear a song in your head, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you get to that point to where you can hear a song before it's ever recorded, before it's ever." You hear a beat, and I can hear your voice on it. I can hear my voice on it. I already know how it's gonna sound and pieced out. It's just like making food, man. You just got to get in the studio and piece that together.
Get them herbs and spices.
Try to get that sound you're hearing
Little
in your head.
tapatio.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The way we've always done it, brother.
Marinate.
Dog.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Marinate.
sir. That's right, brother. Well, shit, man. It's been awesome having you here, man. Before we roll out, let our watchers and our listeners, because I know some chicks be in there doing their makeup and listening. Well, instead of watching it, however you tune in, let our peoples know, man, and where they can find you.
Right. Close Range. I mean, many names, brother. Close Range. Original name was Drop Dead. You can find my cards. Everything's on IG. Drop Dead. My original name, Drop Dead 760 on Instagram. All my RV lowrider links are on there. Like I said, my son, your nephew, his name's real name is Thor, but it's Let It Be Known. He'll be coming out. He's working on his album right now.
I like that. Let It Be Known.
Let It Be Known. Yeah. So he's got Pop's blessings and Uncle's blessing,
Of course.
So
yes, sir.
He'll be back over here, and but basically, yeah, brother, we're still at the spot, and just back in the studio doing our thing, brother, here to be down with the team and get it done.
You know what it is. This is familia, brother, and you've been familia to me for years, man. And like I said, I greatly appreciate you taking time to come down here and
Anytime, bro.
share this new situation with us. And you know, as I had released, you know, some news. You know, we got that Sony deal on the table, Sony International,
Congrats,
AMG /
brother.
Sony International, and Jam Hits, and you know, Culture Rich ENT. We're doing it. We're moving together, bro. And you know, you're down, definitely a part of the situation, bro. And like I said, much love, homie. My boy Dusty, but CloseRange. You know, I know him as Dusty.
Boy got more alias than Charles Manson,
right?
brother.
This fucking guy's quick, Charles. They fucking tell him that Charles Manson. That cracked me the fuck up real quick.
We were laughing coming down here, man, because my son's mom was locked up in prison like a lot, you know, and. One Christmas, man, I don't even think I was even with her anymore. And we have to drive out of the street, the house, you know, it's on like 5-10 acres. And then you go down another road to get to the mailbox. And I'm thumbing through mail and I'm seeing like Chino prison. I'm like, what the hell? You know, and I look and it's one of the Manson family, the female from the Manson family, like writing her, telling her happy holidays, and I'm flipping out. I'm like, dude, you guys are giving this broad like my address, dog. Like that ain't cool, man. I don't need like hippies showing up in my yard. Like,
you see a bunch of chicks dressed in white dresses on me.
Yeah, children of the corn shit. You know, nah. But. Yeah, bro.
I just thought you had to tell me because you were telling me that shit on the way down here, and I was rolling, bro.
We always remember some funny shit.
Some fucking crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, imagine that shit. Getting a letter from Richard Ramirez. Or,
exactly,
you know,
dog.
Around,
hey,
you know?
Happy holiday.
Yeah, wow, yeah, sending you a birthday card or some shit and $20.
$20 and a hand-drawn prison card. Dog.
Yeah, of himself. No.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's been a good time, homie, having you.
Well, thank you for having me, brother.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have some more, you know, another visit,
Definitely.
bro. Definitely. And like I said, we're moving together, man, and doing this movement, bro. And it's been a blessing, bro.
Right.
And I'm glad we're still here.
Glad you guys got this going and moving along, brother. I'm proud of you, man. Like,
yes, sir.
Everything you guys are doing, and it's love, bro.
Nothing but love, brother.
Nothing but love.
Appreciate you, Dusty, and man, I appreciate the people viewing in. I just want to say thank you for watching another episode of the Culture Rich Podcast Show. I hope you enjoyed it, man. I need you to all to subscribe, like, comment, share. No negativity. You know what I'm saying? Just spread the word. This is powered by Jam Hits, baby. Your boy Iceberg hosting. I got my loved ones in the back. Santi on the back right there, switching it up for us on the switchboard. And much love to my compa, Budman Mike. You know what I'm saying? This is Culture Rich Podcast Show, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.